BTS to release new album, March 20, 2026. BTS new album, March 20, 2026 is now confirmed, with BigHit Music setting the group's full lineup return for March 20, 2026, after members completed South Korea's mandatory military service and years of mostly solo activity. The announcement also signals the start of a new rollout cycle expected to include promotions and a global tour, with more details to be released in the coming weeks. What was announced? BigHit Music confirmed BTS will return with a new album on March 20, 2026, marking the group's first full lineup album release since their 2022 anthology Proof. The agency posted the comeback confirmation on its Korean language X account on January 1, 2026, formalizing a date that fans had been anticipating since the group paused most team activities during enlistment. The announcement was paired with a fan-focused campaign. Printed copies of handwritten letters were sent as a New Year gift to long-term Weverse members, and the letters included the March 20, 2026 date. In the same rollout, the label indicated BTS will follow the March album release for the world tour, with specifics to be announced later. Why this comeback matters? BTS has been largely inactive as a full group, while members fulfilled South Korea's conscription requirement, which typically obligates able-bodied men to serve roughly 18 to 21 months under a system designed for national defense readiness. In June 2025, multiple members were discharged around the same period, and reporting at the time described the group's military chapter as effectively complete. The March 2026 timing also sets a clear post-hiatus milestone. BigHit Music described the release as the first album from all 7 members together since Proof, released in June 2022. The March date creates a long runway for pre-orders, teasers, and scheduling, an approach commonly used for large-scale K-pop releases and global touring logistics. Military service timeline and key dates. The company and multiple reports have indicated that all 7 members have completed service, with Suga serving via an alternative social service pathway, and listed as the last member to finish in late June 2025. This completion is central to why the full team comeback is happening now, since the group previously paused most group activity to align with enlistment obligations. Key BTS timeline, hiatus to comeback. Milestone date/window why it matters. BTS anthology album Proof, released June 10, 2022. Last major full group album release before the long group hiatus. Multiple members discharged June 2025. Signaled the end phase of military hiatus and enabled full team planning. Suga reported as last member to complete duty June 21, 2025. Cleared the final scheduling barrier for full 7-member activities. BigHit Music confirms comeback date January 1, 2026. Official start of the 2026 comeback cycle. New BTS album release March 20, 2026. First new full lineup release since 2022's Proof. What to expect next? Album rollout, tour, and business impact. BigHit Music has said additional details on the album and promotions will be released in the coming weeks, which typically includes tracklist timing, lead single plans, and teaser schedules. Separately, coverage of the announcement states BTS is planning a world tour tied to the new album, positioning the comeback as both a recording release and a large-scale live event cycle. The comeback also matters for HYB's broader business outlook. IB leadership has previously framed BTS's eventual full group return as a major anchor for 2026 performance expectations. In 2025 reporting about HYB's outlook, the company described profitability expectations and linked a full-scale improvement trajectory starting in 2026 to structural changes and the return of major IP, including BTS's group activities. What readers should watch for, confirmed versus pending. Item status, what it means for fans. Album release date, March 20, 2026 confirmed. A fixed target for pre-order timelines and promotional rollouts. World tour announced, details pending. Likely staged reveal of cities/venues after album campaign begins. Tracklist, title, lead single, might get announced. Expected through a phased teaser plan in early 2026. Promotional schedule, teasers, pre-orders, might get announced. Typically released weeks to months ahead in structured drops. Final thoughts. March 20, 2026 now stands as the definitive comeback marker for BTS's return as 7. resetting the group's release calendar after the military service era and years of solo-led output. With a world tour also signaled, the coming weeks are expected to clarify the scope of promotions, the tour framework, and how the group will reintroduce its full team sound post-hiatus.